Hello, welcome to another video. So, over the past summer, there has been, now I don't know why it just started. I've been here, coming and going out here for a year, and dogs barking at night and in the morning just started in the summertime, okay? So it went on for a while, and I love sleeping. Like, that's my thing. Excuse me. A good night's sleep. Yeah, I love that. I get a good night's sleep every night. Except the nights the dogs bark in the middle of the night. Now, the dogs aren't barking just to bark, okay? There's something the dogs are barking at. I don't know what it is. Is it a cougar? Is it a coyote? Is it a badger? Is it a wolf? I don't know. So whatever it is, it's coming out here and pissing off the dogs. And sometimes I literally hear the dogs go off and so I know where the thing is walking around, because dogs start barking over there, then they're 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 barking over there, right? So one morning, I just had this fucking idea. I'm like, man, whatever the fuck it is that these dogs are barking at, it does not care about the dogs at all. Zero. Like, they could bark, it's like, I don't care. Bark. I mean, there's nothing you could do. And I'm thinking about what the fuck would happen if I just set off my car alarm? This thing obviously isn't scared by dogs. Well, what about a fucking car alarm? So, I would say maybe about 2 or 3 months ago is when I first had this concept. And I did it. I set the car alarm off. I turned the car alarm back off. The dog started barking again. I set it off again. And I left it on for I don't know, 5 minutes or something total, maybe. The dogs, I mean, obviously I heard a dog bark, but never once from then until now. I think maybe I got woke up by a dog once in that whole time, but then it just stopped barking again, right? So it barked for a little bit and then just stopped, right? But it's when the dogs are just barking and barking and barking and barking and barking and barking and barking, and they just don't fucking stop, I mean, and I go through a phase, I'm I'm kind of coming out of sleep, then I'm totally awake, then I get up and take a piss, then I gotta find my keys, then I crawl back into bed, get warm again. Is the dog still fucking barking? Okay, time to scare whatever it is that is annoying that dog off with my car alarm. So again, last night, it's 4 fucking 30 in the morning, right? Dogs barking. So finally I'm just fuck it. About 15 minutes later, set the car alarm off. I think, and I ran it for a lot shorter of a time, right? So I ran it for a little while, and then, what the fuck is that? Oh, bug. Looked like an ant. There's a little flyer. Okay, sorry about that. I don't want ants. They're pretty much dead anyway. Anyway, so, I think I set it off 3 times. And again, it was set it off, because I could still hear the dog barking over the car alarm for the first, little bit. Then the dog stops barking, the car alarm goes off. Dog starts barking again. And it's not immediate, one bark, I let it bark. Okay, it's whatever the thing is, still's hanging around, right? So it's probably the same damn thing. And this time it took a little more time. I think 3 times instead of 2 times. But I don't think I left it on as long the first. The first time I just left it on for the longest time. I got up, found the keys, turned it on, then started taking a piss, and then did all that stuff. This time I got in the bed, because the last thing I want to do is set my fucking car alarm off in the middle of the night, right? But whatever the fuck it is that these dogs are barking at, it doesn't care that the dogs are barking at it at all. So, you know, a dog barking for hours, and whatever this thing is becomes more and more emboldened. The more the dog, I mean, before I fucking set that car alarm off, I mean, those dogs were waking me up like 3, 4, 5 times a week with this thing running around doing whatever it was doing, right? And then I come up with the car alarm concept, and the dogs haven't fucking barked again. Like I said, it was like 3 months, 2.5 months, maybe even, three and a half maybe. I mean, I don't remember exactly what it was. So, I mean, this is actually, as I'm sitting here, like contemplating getting a dog myself, like what would I need a dog for and all this, I still think I do want a dog, but I think that a car alarm is just like, is okay, but I'm going to fucking install like a fucking siren system. Like a fucking air raid siren system. Loud, crazy sounds, right? So whatever fucking critters making my dog bark, as soon as my dog barks, I'll fucking whoop, 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 and fucking whatever this thing is that's fucking, it'll go away. Guaranteed. I might only have to set that shit off once. We'll see how long this thing goes now before it comes back. But the more and more and more that it hears the shit but nothing happens, then it won't even care. Like years ago, I had this place and the neighbors' cows would always come and like onto my property and like shit all over my my patio entryway thing. It was like, what the fuck? So the first inclination I had was to take a gun and just go boom, 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 and scare the cows away. And that worked like 2 or 3 times. Then the cows didn't give a fuck because the boom didn't equal anything, right? So then I got my BB gun out and shot the cows in the butt. And that worked. And it worked pretty much every time. So whatever this thing is, like the car alarms and bells and all that shit, this may not work for indefinitely, right? You turn the hounds loose on it or whatever it is. I don't know. But yeah. Once my house is built, the walls will probably be thick enough. I mean, that's the whole plan, where dogs barking a couple of, 10 acres away or whatever won't penetrate my walls in theory. But I mean, still, if a dog is barking, is barking at something. So that needs to, like, if I had a dog and my dog was barking, I'd be like, what the fuck? Because I mean, it could be thieves too. I mean, I didn't even put that in there. It could be coyotes, cougars, thieves. There could be somebody out there trying to steal somebody's shit. All of a sudden, the fucking car alarm's going off. People are waking up, looking around, and the thieves like, oh, fuck. That totally could have been it, too. It could have been fucking thieves. It could have been thieves that whole time, People were coming out here and trying to find shit. Because one of my neighbors called me, and I think he called me like one night and said people were just out here shining flashlights on your shit, driving down the road, right? So, it could have been thieves. And thieves do not like fucking car alarms going off when they're in the middle of their fucking thieving shit. So, I don't know what it is. But if I had a dog and that motherfucker started barking, I would be on whatever the fuck it was until I knew what it was, where it was coming from, what its problem was, the whole 9, right? That's why you have a dog. I mean, that's the whole point. So, if you have a dog and you don't give a fuck what it's barking at, what the hell? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, yeah. So anyway, car alarms. To rid your neighborhood of, even off-grid, of wild animals or thieves. Who knows what it was? Peace.